Good morning, Northern Michigan, from your local National Weather Service office in Gillard. This is meteorologist Dave Lawrence with you this morning, bringing you the latest hazardous weather briefing for northern, lower, and eastern upper Michigan. Today is Thursday, the 11th day of April, 2013. Well, let's get right into it. You know what we're here to talk about. It's wintry weather, very not like spring out there. Really expecting a wintry mix-up precipitation to develop. That would be mainly late this evening and continuing through the day on Friday. This will be mainly for northern lower Michigan areas along and south of M68, with a combination of snow, sleet, and freezing rain expected, and of course hazardous driving conditions are expected to develop because of that. Once you go into the eastern UP and say the Straits region, generally along and north of M68, we expect most of that precipitation will fall in the form of accumulating snowfall. Again, that would be this evening through the day on Friday. This will be a very wet and heavy snowfall as well, and we'll talk about accumulations here in just a minute. And if you have any boating interest out on the Great Lakes, both for the nearshore and open waters, we do expect a period of fairly decent gale force winds today and into tonight. Starting off this morning, it's very quiet out there for most of the area. High pressure is branching its way out of Ontario, impacting much of the northern half of Michigan into northern Wisconsin as well. Meanwhile, you can see a large area of precipitation that is currently, as of about 4:30 this morning, impacting areas just south of M55. That may scrape sort of the Gladwin and Aranac counties with mainly a little bit of light rain or maybe some sleet mixed in. Then it looks like much of the daylight hours today will be on the quiet side as that high pressure system remains in control. But that low pressure system you can see developing over northern Missouri, that will quickly lift to the north and east here by Friday morning, being located just to our south, throwing a good deal of moisture our way and sort of overrunning that colder air that we have at the surface. And of course that will lead to a wintry mix of precipitation. Again, mainly snow, sleet, and freezing rain mix across northern lower Michigan, and mostly snow is expected across the eastern UP. Now in terms of liquid precipitation totals from tonight through basically, this was through Sunday morning, but most of this will be done by Saturday morning. We expect amounts anywhere between 3/4 of an inch to perhaps just over an inch. So again, another very wet system for northern Michigan. And again, here's a very quick look at what we currently expect for snowfall totals. Again, the heaviest amounts generally along and north of M68, where localized amounts in excess of 6 inches are definitely possible through the next 24 to 36 hours. And amounts will taper off very quickly as one heads south with perhaps up to 2 inches toward M32. That will be where we begin to see much more of a sleet, snow, and freezing rain mix. And then for areas generally along and south of M72, don't expect a whole lot of snow, but we could see a decent amount of sleet and freezing rain. And speaking of that, here is a look at the probabilities for amounts of freezing rain greater than or equal to 1/4 of an inch. Again, notice amounts, or the highest probabilities will be along the M55 corridor, but certainly that's something we're going to keep a close eye on, as there could be some significant travel issues here as we go for the next 24 hours or so. Now that system will finally push its way out of our hair, be located in Ontario and Quebec by Saturday morning. That will bring an end to any lingering light snow through the day, allowing high pressure to briefly return for the latter half of Saturday into Saturday night. But don't blink your eyes too quick. We have yet another system quickly on its heels as we get into later Sunday, and especially by Monday morning, a warm front moving through the state. That will bring our next chance for mainly rain with this system as some warmer air arrives, but really don't expect it to get too warm anytime soon. A quick look at that summary then for today. Again, mainly quiet through the day today. Don't expect a whole lot going on. Maybe after 5 p.m. we begin to see a wintry mix develop toward the M55 or M32 corridors. But look at those high temperatures. Those are anywhere between 15 to 20 degrees below average for this time of the year. And then again, our highest amounts of snow along and north of M68 tonight through Friday. Slippery travel everywhere. So please, if you have any travel plans, just keep a close eye to the current conditions out there, and remember to always slow down and give yourself a little bit of extra time to get to where you're going. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time this morning and for joining us for this briefing. We do hope you have a great day out there. Stop by and interact with us on Facebook and Twitter. Send us your pictures of snow or ice. Ask us any questions, or also send us snowfall reports. We really do appreciate those when you send them in. Hope to see you back here for the latest update to this briefing, which will be posted online no later than 5 p.m. this afternoon.